good to get back to practice?
Yeah,
especially for a bowl?
Yeah, it is. We've been kind of just lifting and throwing 7-on-7 last week, and so this is kind of the first back to a normal practice.
How did everybody look as far as just sharpness and conditioning after the time off?
Pretty good actually, because we've really been maintaining, everything. We've been doing everything last week. So it's not like we took a lot of time off. Just missing some guys with tests. Some are here, some are not. Same thing with last week.
Going to a bowl, having that extra 3 weeks of practice and stuff. How much does that help? Obviously, it helps for the bowl game, but how much does it help for like next year?
Well, it helps because like this past weekend today, a lot of the younger guys that didn't practice, got reps in there, so you kind of see where they're at, and that'll give them an extra 10 days to 15 days. It's almost like another spring practice for them, so it's all positive.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And then going out to Hawaii for these guys. And for the whole team, how much more of an impact does that make on a guy, instead of going to where?
Well, it's of all the bowl experiences, this one is probably the best. They do the best job with the organization, set up everything. I mean, they got stuff for these kids to do every day. They're going to see Pearl Harbor. Some of these kids never been on an airplane this long, or never have a chance to go to Hawaii again. So it's really, and to hear some of the seniors that went in '09 telling the kids, it gets everybody kind of pumped up.
The first time when you guys broke the streak in '09 and went out there, how important was that, do you think? I mean, looking back in recruiting and
well, I think it was, we played a very good football game. We were ready to play both defense and Kyle had an unbelievable day. Probably his best game. And, that was a lot of fun. I think it got everybody believing that we could win.
You mentioned Kyle's performance in Hawaii, and the other bowl that you won against Pitt last year, Margus had his 3-sack performance. Do you see anything during the practices leading up that give you an indication of who might have a breakout, or was it as much a surprise to you as some others?
Well, when you have three weeks to get ready for somebody, you study them a little bit more, and the guys that are very conscientious will, know what they're going to do before they do it. If you want to play your best game, you can. I would anticipate that everybody would play their best game because you get longer time and preparation.
Looking at your opponent, it seemed like a really balanced team. Can you just talk about that?
I think this is the best hustling team in all phases of the game. The defense, they really play hard, and they get 12 guys to the ball. They're just running to the ball, everybody. And offensively, their quarterback is very accurate with the ball, and they know what they're doing with their offensive scheme. They got a real productive running back. So this is going to be a big challenge for us against this team.
Are they almost 50-50 run and pass?
I think that they would like to be a little bit more pass, but I didn't see their statistics really what they are. I would think they're a little bit more pass than they are run, but that running back is one of the best players on their team, and their defense is very well coached and plays extremely hard.
4 years ago, so much was made about breaking the 24-year streak, and then, like you said, a lot of the guys had never been to Hawaii before. Is there a different feel now that you've been to 4 in a row, and at least for your seniors, you've been to Hawaii before? Is there more of a business-like approach or something?
I think it's just so far, it feels like the same thing, to me. Practice feels the same. Kids are, excited that they're practicing, excited that they're still playing. I think that it's a long ride home if you don't win, and it's a long off season if you don't win. And if we take care of the football and we get some turnovers, like we did against Reno and like we did against Pitt, then we'll win the game. We gave the ball away against Army and we lost. That's simple as that.
For you, having been out there and coach on that field, does the familiarity at all help you?
Well, I think that what a familiarity helps with our guys, for me being there, is I kind of know what to do's and what not to do's. and so the kids have a little bit more of an understanding of what they're going to, off the field more than on the field. And you know, they did everything the way we said to do it when we went in '09, and they'll do it again this time too.
And has anybody gotten healthy since last game?
No, Marcus and Aaron Davis are the two that still aren't out there for practice. They're limping around still, but I think by Monday or Tuesday next week they'll.
That's great.
Yeah, they'll be okay. Yeah.
4 years ago, there was a sense of you and your staff sort of coming home, and the fans out there sort of embraced this team. Do you expect the same sort of reaction this time around?
I don't know. I know that there'll be more people there than if someone else had gone, just because there'd be a lot of people wanting to see some of the coaches, support some of the coaches that we got. And, I think it draws more attention to the game locally.
You obviously won an awful lot of games out there, but your graduate assistant, Timmy Chang, set a lot of records for yards, touchdowns, etc. Who's going to get more interview requests, you or Timmy Chang?
Probably Timmy. Timmy's name goes throughout the islands, and it'll be that way until he passes away one day.